Hello doctors, and welcome to the program today. Today's topic, what I want to talk about is why aren't you out marketing your injury practice? Why aren't you out marketing your injury practice? So I train doctors all over the country. It's called the Smart Injury Doctors Program. And one of the things that I am routinely asking doctors when I'm working with them one-on-one is, why aren't you out marketing? Right? They're trying to figure out how to get the PowerPoint with PowerPoints that work. They work like a charm. They're trying to figure out how to redo the PowerPoint or how to fix it up better, or they have ideas that they have to speak better, or maybe they should buy more clothes or better clothes. They got all these reasons, and all these reasons are why they're not out engaged in the market. Oh, they don't have a lot of time, yada, yada, yada. I've heard them all. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, as somebody that has helped coach a lot of practices, the number one reason why I found that you're not out marketing your injury practice is because you're not completely sold on it. I'm going to say that again. The reason why you will not be out marketing your injury practice, talking to attorneys, talking to medical doctors, talking to people at church, talking to patients, talking everywhere about the benefits of your injury practice, is because you're not 100% sold on your injury practice. There's something about your injury practice that you're not sold on. Maybe it's the treatment. Maybe you're not understanding the treatment. Maybe it's diagnosis. You're not understanding how easy it is to be able to diagnose the severity and location of each patient's injuries and not miss injuries. But maybe you don't feel that way. Maybe you feel like, I don't know. You have this hesitation inside. Maybe I'm missing a lot of things. Maybe I don't know how my adjustments help excessive motions, ligament injuries. Maybe I don't know how that works. Maybe I don't know how my other treatment really affects this. Maybe my procedures, I don't know if my guideline procedures are good or if I'm following guidelines. I don't know if my billing procedures are accurate or good. I don't know if my coding is. Whatever it is, there's something. There's always something when I'm working with a doctor. If you're not out marketing your injury practice, and you're not out actually saying, hey, oh my gosh, nice to meet you. You're an attorney, personal injury attorney? Good. Nice to meet you. My name's Dr. Conk. I run a chiropractic practice over here. We specialize on spinal ligament injuries. One of the best in the area of actually treating these injuries. And one of the things that we're absolutely stellar at is the documentation. So your life as an attorney, it makes it a lot easier. The other thing I want to tell you is I've got a practice over here that we developed. And if you, your son, your daughter, or somebody that you love actually had an injury and they had a ligament injury, ligament injuries are the number one cause of pain and disability. But let's say that your son or daughter had a ligament injury and now it's causing migraine headaches. They had a cranial cervical junction ligament injury, now causing migraine headaches. They were in a car accident. And now your son or daughter, let's say they're 12 or they're 14, right? And now they're actually having migraine headaches and they're throwing up as a result of it. They feel like a social outcast at school. Your wife is very concerned about it. Everyone is, you yourself are extremely concerned about it. You as an attorney are not going to be thinking about, well, gosh, I can't wait. Geez, let's see how much we can get for this case. That's not what you're thinking about at all. What you're thinking about is, oh my God, as a parent, how do I figure out, where do I go? What doctor do I find? Who do I get to help my kid get over this condition? That's what you're going to be interested in. That's what I've created over here. Now, I've created it over here for you, your family, or anyone in our community. We're super good at it. And we're super good at understanding the documentation requirements that make your life easy. I'd love to do business with you. I know that you represent injured patients. And I know that those patients oftentimes are working with doctors where they don't have an accurate diagnosis. They aren't making good progress. And generally that's because it's not fully understood what they have. How hard is that, doctors? You're with a medical doctor. Good. So I know you as a medical doctor. Now I'm with an urgent care center doctor. I don't know, the lead doctor at an urgent care center. Good. I know that you guys get a lot of injuries. They get back injuries, neck injuries, auto injuries, work-related injuries, domestic violent injury, where the patient has injured their spine. The biggest problem with that patient is you got to get them to a doctor that understands the ligament injuries. So ligament injuries are twofold. You could have a disc herniation, which is part of what you see with imaging with a ligament injury. But the most problematic injury is the one that causes excessive motion. That you see in stress radiology and accurate measurements. And that condition causes a spinal instability. And that patient has got to have that diagnosed as quickly as possible and appropriate treatment put on it as quickly as possible, or you seriously increase the risk of the patient going chronic. We've developed this clinic over here. Doctors, it becomes very easy. But if you're not out marketing, and you're sitting in your clinics going, okay, what do I got to do? What do I got to do? What do I got to do? I'm telling you that the behind the what do I got to do? What do I got to do? Not all of it, but a lot of it can be the fact that there's something that you're doing or something that you feel that you should be doing that you're not doing, or results that you should be getting that you're not getting, that is withholding you from going out and telling the world just how good of a practice that you've actually developed and what the purpose of that practice is. These things are easy to fix. They're usually easy to fix with education. That's why for me, I developed the Smart Injury Doctors program, was to help doctors to understand very simply the most common thing that they hit with injury patients. One, how to accurately diagnose. Two, how to manage them better. How to manage that patient for much better results. Three, how to document in such a way that the patient has access to any benefits they may be entitled to. And trust me, attorneys like that. They like great documentation that makes their job of helping the patient access any benefits they're entitled to in an easier fashion. So it becomes very easy when you have these things, when you have that, what I just said, it's really easy to market. So if you don't have those things, you don't feel like that's not something that you feel like you're just popping at, then you need to take a look at how do you enhance yourself so that you can get those things. You are the biggest thing to invest in. You're the most valuable thing to invest in your own practice. Your own education, whether it's education in form of joining a Smart Injury Doctors program or educating yourself with practice consultants, personal injury practice consultants. It doesn't matter. Because what you should be continuously doing, you should be continuously educating yourself. Pick a practice manager a year, practice consultant a year to get consulted with. Continuously educate yourself. Pays off big dividends in your practice. Really does. So, what you want to do is you definitely want to have an understanding and feel very, very comfortable with exactly what you're doing and the results that you can get. And when you are, in my experience, you have no problem marketing. You have no problem. Plus, people will market for you. Patients will market for you. Other attorneys will market for you. Medical doctors will market for you. Anybody that you're interacted with will market for you when you get to that stage. And that's a beautiful thing when it gets to that point. So, doctors, if you feel like you have a deficit in education, I tell you, check out the Smart Injury Doctors program. For those of you that are in the program, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you are out there marketing. And I so appreciate you. Doctors, these podcasts are designed to be short, sweet, to the point, take a topic, 10 or 15 minutes. So what I want to tell you also, what I say every single time is put your comments down below. If you liked what I said, you didn't like what I said, you hated it, you have some argument with it, I don't care. Put your comments down below. And also tell me the two biggest things that you struggle with in your personal injury practice. If you want to grow a practice and you're struggling, tell me what you're struggling with. Tell me below. That's what I'll use to create future content. Doctors, I look forward to having you on the next podcast. Thank you very much for your attention today. I really do appreciate it.